Hey, I'm James. A few friends have asked me how to get started trading Bitcoin as a beginner, so I've decided to make this video that shows you a simple strategy that virtually anybody can follow, and it doesn't matter whether we are in a bear market and the price is going down, or maybe the price reverses and we're going to go into a bull market where the price goes up. So if you would like to know how to make money either way, then stay tuned. Okay, welcome. I'm here in front of my laptop now, so I'm going to show you exactly what to do to be able to trade Bitcoin for yourself. Now, there's no special software or anything needed, there's no special tools. I know a lot of people are trying to sell those to you, and a lot of those are scams, as I've pointed out in my other videos. So I'm going to show you a way that uses only the most trusted exchange in the world, the one that's licensed and insured to protect your money and your Bitcoin. So you're going to understand how to do it all for yourself, no software needed. So without further delay, let's jump in and I'll show you my screen. So welcome to the video. Now, the first website that you would need to go to is called Tradingview. Now, what I suggest you do is watch this video right through to the end first, and then you know exactly what to do, and then you can watch it again and follow the steps for yourself. So I'm now on the Tradingview website, and you'll see the link for that in the video description, as well as there's another link as well where you can register for Coinbase, which is the most trusted exchange in the world. It's the one that's most licensed, and it's got insurance to protect your money and your Bitcoin. You can click the link in the video description to sign up for that, and you'll get a $10 bonus to get started. So please do hit the like button if you enjoy the video, and subscribe to my channel if you would like more videos like this. So I'm now looking at the chart, and the chart that we are on is Bitcoin to US dollars. So Bitcoin to US dollars here, and we are on Coinbase. Now, this is the all-time chart. It shows all of the data that Coinbase has had. It actually did go back beyond this, but you don't see that there. So there is generally an upward trend in the Bitcoin price. Just to show you, if you are brand new, I have made more detailed videos of this, but you can look at a trend line, and you can plot a trend line to try to predict what the future price of Bitcoin might do. So generally there's a very strong support line. Every time that support line has been touched, the price rebounded upwards. So if we come down to that support line in the near future, no doubt the price will rebound upwards. But it doesn't matter about that really, because I'm going to show you how you can make money whether the price is coming down or if it's going up. Of course we prefer it to go up, but as you probably want to make money quickly, then you will want to watch this video so I can explain how to do that. So let's get rid of that line, and what I'm going to do is go to the 1 year chart. So each bar on here represents 1 day. So we saw the height. There was a lot of hype in the run-up to the price reaching a very high point on the 15th of December 2017, and since then we've seen some correction, and no doubt in the very near future we'll start to see the price rise again and even surpass that main price, in my opinion. And remember, this is not financial advice. I'm purely making this video for education purposes, to teach you what I've learned in my trading, and I've made mistakes along the way, so I'll tell you how to avoid those mistakes. So we're on that graph. I mean, we're on the Bitcoin to US dollars on the daily chart, which is represented by a D here, and the exchange data that we're using is Coinbase, so that it matches exactly the information on the exchange. And it doesn't matter if you trade in US dollars or euros or any other currency really, you can still use this same data because it all correlates. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to add some objects to this. Now, I've already added them, but the way that you would add them is you would click on indicators here. And then the two that I'm going to add are moving average exponential, and the settings are 200 and close. So once you've added it, you just need to go to the settings and check that the length is 200 and the source is close. And also another one called WaveTrend LazyBear. So if you search for the word wave in indicators here and add this one, it's WaveTrend LazyBear, and sounds silly but it's very useful. And the settings are channel length 10, average length 21. I've put all of these details in the video description, by the way. Overbought level 1 is 80, overbought level 2 is 40, oversold level 1 is minus 80, and oversold level 2 is minus 40. So once you've got those, your chart will look like this. Now you should be able to just click the link to go to my Tradingview chart that I've put in the video description, and this should all appear for you, so then you can use it. And it's really simple how to trade. So now when the price is going up, it's really easy to make a profit, and a lot of people made huge profits and they bought things like Lamborghinis, etc. So let me just scroll back in time and I'll show you how you could have used this strategy in an uptrend, and then afterwards I'm going to show you how to use the strategy in a downtrend. And please remember to smash that like button for me if you appreciate this content. So now what we're going to do is we're going to look on this this chart here, which is the LazyBear that we added. So what we're going to do is look for where this line here, the green line, went below the green line here. So here is a point where it went low. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start measuring using the measuring tool, and I'll measure from here until a point where it went high here. So on the graph that would be this price here. So that would represent you buying, sorry, I just clicked off there accidentally. It drops down low here, drops below the green line, so you would buy here, and then it goes up beyond the red line, so you would sell here, and that would have resulted in 130% profit. So a fantastic profit. You would have more than doubled your money in that time. So let's scroll forward and look for the next opportunity, because there's not opportunities every day, and it can be quite slow trading Bitcoin, but it can be very profitable as well, much more profitable than the stock exchanges. So there was nearly an opportunity here. It went, it didn't go below the green line, so it wouldn't be one that I'd really recommend having bought back then. But say for example you saw it go down and then up and kind of missed it, but you still bought here. Now then it did go above the line, it went way above the line here, it went above the second red line. That would have been a 296% profit. So although the indicator wasn't extremely accurate there, you could have just decided to do it anyway and still made a profit. But let's not take that one into consideration because it was not absolutely below the green line. So let's go forward in time. So we've gone past the peak now, and we're now in a downtrend. So there's an opportunity here on the 7th of February 2018. It was very low. It went nearly down to the second green line. So you'd see it start going up, so you could have bought here, and then it touched the red line, you might have just missed that, and sold there. So let's measure that, approximately here to here. That would be a 37% profit, so pretty good profit during that time. And let's go forward in time a little bit more, and we saw an opportunity here, and then we saw the signal to sell here. That would have been a 38% profit, and it would have taken 24 days, so it's not quick by any means. Scroll forward again, and now we're coming up to present day, and we see that we are in an area where it could be a good idea to buy, especially when the price was low down here. If it ever goes down to that point again, could be a very good opportunity to buy. We've not seen the selling opportunity yet, and the other line that's worth mentioning is this moving average. Now, the way that I set up the moving average, when we're looking at the daily chart, the length of this is 200. So it takes the average of the previous 200 days. And that's a really significant line in Bitcoin, because this often matches up with resistance and support for the price. So you see here, going back to February, this line was a resistance line, because when the price went up, it bounced down. Now, and then it bounced down again for the second time, and then it broke through. So then it came down to this line, and it formed a support line momentarily, but it did break through. Then the price started to go up again. It was a resistance line, and the price went down. And this time it was slight resistance, but the price went up, and then it broke back through. It then formed another, it was a resistance line, the price went down, and it was a resistance line with just the wicks of these candles showing. So the main body of the candle represents the opening and closing, and the wicks are the prices that it reached during that day. So you can learn more about candle pattern analysis as you go on, and I will make more videos about that as well, so please do subscribe and let me know in the comments if you've got any questions. I'll be very happy to help. So sometimes you can see that when the price goes down or up, but in this case, if we look at this candle here, it left a bit of a wick at the bottom. That can signify that it's kind of running out of steam. And here in this long red candle that's got a wick at the bottom, it shows that the bears meaning they want the price down, their bears were running out of steam there, and we then saw on the next day the green candle indicates that the price rose. Then the price went down again. There was a long wick, meaning that there is a support line here. It's an invisible support line, but you'll see that the wicks of the candles line up with that support line. So we can see there is a support at $5,790. So then the price bounced off that support line and went up, but the bulls here, the bulls are the people that want the price higher. They did run out of steam themselves, because we're seeing these upward wicks of the candles showing that they didn't quite have enough power there or strength to keep that bull run going, and then the price dropped again. Now generally there is a line from here to, well, down here, which shows that is the general pattern, and then these little patterns here are corrective patterns. So that will make more sense as you keep studying patterns, and you can change from daily to weekly, and you will see that these patterns then are just part of that weekly pattern. So we can see that the price there was dropping, then it started increasing again. What will it do next? It could come down a little bit more, in my opinion, before we start to see it go up again. Now, in my previous video, I went into a bit more detail about what I think it would do in the long term. In the long term, I think the price will go up and up. So, in my opinion, we are at a point at the moment where it would be a good opportunity to buy. Let's look at the past year. We can see that whenever the price gets down to this level, it bounces upwards. So since ever since really back in November 2017, this has been the rock bottom price that we're nearly at the moment. So should you wait until the price goes down further? You could do, but the possibility is that the price could increase and you might have missed that lower price. So one thing that you can do is you can buy at different levels, meaning that rather than buying the Bitcoin all at once, you could buy a little here, maybe just get involved at the current price, and then you can set orders using limit orders in Coinbase to buy at different levels. So for example, if the price gets down to here again, you might want to buy some more, maybe buy 50% in the middle, and maybe reserve some of your money just in case the price goes lower. And remember, these are the main rules. Never invest more money than you can afford to lose, and always take your profits. Now what I did when I first got started is I put in some money that was just spare money. I thought that maybe I could make more money trading Bitcoin than putting it into a savings account where I might earn 1%. I'd got some spare money, so I thought I would give it a try. And then when the price increased, I'd doubled my money. So what I decided to do was take out the original money that I put in and keep the interest. And ever since then, I've just been playing with the interest. So this is a basic system about how you can make money with Bitcoin trading, and you can't really lose out. It's more or less a foolproof system. Now, for those of you who are more impatient, then what you could do is go to the 4-hour chart. Now, I wouldn't recommend going any less than 4 hours with Bitcoin, because anything else is too unpredictable when you get down to the shorter time frames. So on the 4-hour chart, you can see that there are other opportunities that we might have missed otherwise. So here's one here. I can see that the graph here is low. So if we was to buy here and then sell when the price went high again here, that would have been a 12% profit in 3 days. Pretty good profit margin. Let's just look at another one. Back here, it dropped below the green line, so you could have bought, say, here, and it went close to the green line but not quite high enough there. 6%, so you might have seen it dropping and sold here, for example. You could have made 4%, but it would have been slightly riskier there. Now if you'd have missed that completely, say if you bought here and you then waited for it to go above the red line, you could have sold here. Would have been 19 days later, so quite a long time, but you could have made 6% profit. Now here's another tip for you. Never invest your whole amount in one trade. So say for example you've got $1,000 in your account. In this one trade, maybe only put 10% or 5% of that into the one trade. So then you can have multiple trades going on at the same time. Keep track of those with your buy and sell orders on Coinbase, and look at the Coinbase frequently asked questions and the tutorials that they have to figure out Coinbase. Now what I'll probably do in future videos, if you like, I can go into how to use Coinbase, how to place the trades, but they do have a lot of information about that already online. So let's just look at one more example to show you how this would work in practice. So we see here it's gone below the green line. If you was to buy here and then it goes above the red line here, could sell there, that would have been at 8% profit in 5 days. So on the 4-hour chart you will see more opportunities, but maybe it could be slightly more risky. The longer you go with the time period, the less risk there will be, but also the less opportunities. So it's up to you to weigh up your risks. If you are risk adverse, go for the 1-day time period, and if you don't mind a little more risk, then go for the 4-hour period. But I wouldn't recommend any other time periods. If you go to 1 week, the trades will be very few and far between. So I would recommend 1 day for when you're starting off. That way you don't have to be at your computer all the time, because during this time here, for example, when it went below the green line, we was below the green line for a period of 12 days. So that's a long time really to be at a low price. So you don't have to be at your computer all day or long. You can just check it once a day, for example, and the profits can be very good, a lot better than a savings account. But don't put in more money than you can afford to lose, and always learn more and more about it. There's a lot to learn, but here's the basics. So remember, if you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up, and please do subscribe to my channel, and please share this video out with any friends who might also benefit. And you can get your $10 worth of Bitcoin free by clicking the link in the video description, and that will also help me. You get $10 free and I get $10 free, so that way I can keep my videos ad free as well. I hate adverts on YouTube, and I'm sure you do too. So I really hope that this information is useful. Let me know in the comments if you've got any questions, and I will answer every comment in there. So again, thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it, and good luck with your Bitcoin trading. See you again in another video very soon. Until then, bye for now.